Another airliner crashes at sea and train explodes. Another passenger jet has crashed. It was carrying 153 people and crashed into the Indian Ocean early Tuesday while trying to land in bad weather at the island nation of Comoros. Officials said one child was plucked alive from the sea. The Airbus 310, operated by Yemenia, was flying to Comoros from Yemen. A doctor from the military hospital aboard one of the rescue boats called the hospital to tell them one child had been rescued alive. The survivor was 5 years old and was found approximately 10 miles out to sea. The boy has been hospitalized in the Comoros. The flight also carried at least 3 babies. So, what about the kids? Most of the passengers were from Comoros, returning from Paris. 66 on board were French nationals. A Yemeni aviation official said there were also nationals from Canada, Indonesia, Morocco, Ethiopia, the Palestinian territories, the Philippines, and Yemen on the plane. Strong wind and high seas. It was also reported that 5 bodies were retrieved along with debris from the plane. The Comoros are 3 islands situated about 1,800 miles south of Yemen, between Africa's southeastern coast and the island of Madagascar. Weather conditions were rough at the time of the crash, with strong wind and high seas. The wind speed recorded on land at the airport was 38 miles per hour. The Airbus 310 crashed in deep waters about 9 miles north of the Comoran coast and 21 miles from the airport. An Airbus statement said the plane that crashed went into service 19 years ago in 1990 and had accumulated 51,900 flight hours. It has been operated by Yemenia since 1999. Airbus said it was sending a team of specialists to the islands. The A310-300 is a twin-engine wide-body jet that can seat up to 220 passengers. There are 214 A310s in service worldwide with 41 operators. Italy train explosion kills at least 12 people. A freight train derailed and plowed into houses in a small Italian town, setting off an explosion and fire that killed at least 12 people, many as they slept in their homes, and injured at least 50, officials said Tuesday. More disasters. The 14-car train was traveling from the northern city of La Spezia to Pisa when a rear car derailed and crashed into a residential neighborhood beside the train station in a Tuscan seaside town just before midnight. A train car filled with liquefied natural gas exploded, collapsing 5 buildings and setting fire to a vast area. Many homes crumbled or burned, killing residents as they slept. The exact death toll was unclear, as hundreds of rescuers searched through the rubble for survivors. The chief of the Civil Protection Department told reporters at the scene that at least 12 people had passed away, and 4 more people were missing. A ball of fire. One spokesman for firefighters said at least 15 people had died, while an official with the hospital said the death toll stood at 16. Many of the injured suffered severe burns. "We saw a ball of fire rising up to the sky," said one witness, who lives in a building overlooking the station. "We heard 3 huge rumbles, like bombs. It looked like war had broken out. All hell had broke loose." Videos uploaded onto YouTube showed a huge plume of fire and smoke towering above the town's houses. An inferno raged throughout the night, consuming buildings and cars, while the sound of sirens and explosions pierced the air. TV images showed residents, their bodies blackened by the smoke, being carried away on stretchers. They are calling this accident one of Italy's worst railway tragedies ever. At least 10 buildings burned. It was the deadliest train accident since January 2005, when 17 people were killed in a head-on collision between a passenger train and a freight train. And Monday's overnight derailment, 10 buildings, dozens of cars were at least partially burned, firefighters said. And officials said the death toll might possibly increase as 300 firefighters and other rescue teams searched through the rubble. A very bad train crash. Again. Just like last week. And a very bad Airliner-Crash. Just like at the beginning of the month. Their Air France jet that crashed into the Atlantic Ocean with no survivors. And now, in some kind of way, it's happened again. Perhaps it's like looking into a mirror. These things keep happening over and over. More and more. Seemingly increasing in frequency. Kind of like that movie The Knowing. Something on that order. Anyway, there's something much bigger going on here. Everything is connected. And these are more signs of the end times transition days. The transition is ongoing, happening day by day. The end times actually is the end times. It happens over a period of time. No, it doesn't all happen in one day. It takes time. And there are many, many signs happening all around the world every day.